Good morning. This is Michael from NCY Store. Hope you guys are going to have a fantastic day. Just want to let you know we got held up a little bit with one little detour here. We actually have to fix that guy because it's just irritating me here. You can see here he's flimsing. The only way to get him down says he's actually hitting a stud. That's probably the reason why he actually popped himself back out, was because he was hitting the metal bar frame from the foot floor. So we're going to have to remove that real quick and check it out. I did try to center punch it and drill it, but maybe I didn't have the right drill bit. But I thought all drill bits were equal, but probably not. So this is the drill bit we used to try to drill through metal, and that thing is strong. So you can see here, this says, oh man, no wonder. This doesn't even have a tip, you can see here. No wonder it didn't actually, it spun off. It didn't even hit our center punch. You can see here. Look at that, it's flat. Look at that. You see, if you ever see a drill bit that's flat like that, that means right there, that's the reason why I kept on spinning off everywhere. I didn't really inspect that until now, this morning actually. So I just saw it right now with you guys. So that's probably the reason why. So we can center punch this. We might be able to drill it straight through this aluminum just to make sure it keeps intact. Hopefully that the drill bit didn't actually broke off while it's in there, but we'll find out. So let's go and remove that. And we already got this pre-loosened. Everything's taken out already. By the way, I also retouched up and painted the handlebars here. You can see. I think I did a really fantastic job here touching up. Here we go. So you remember the areas that we couldn't get last time? Well, I retouched it up and repainted it. Right there. I just kind of duct taped this a little bit. You can see the exposed metal still there. I thought I painted it, but I guess it's still there, which is fine because it's probably near our JB Weld area anyway. We probably want JB Weld to have a little bit more grip surface, so that's fine there. But you can see here, this is also the one that needed to be touched up onto, especially in the back area there. You can see a solid black now. Before it had a little exposed metal. You remember I told you about? So now you can see here they're both solid black. They're glazed. There you go. There's no more open metal. Also, I cleaned up the gas tank area and I painted it as well. You can see how much more smoother it is. You can even see the little script mark. See, I didn't actually go up with sandpaper. I just kind of wiped it harshly, aggressively. I mean, just with a microcloth. But you can see here, even with the plastic scraper, the paint will still show. See that? The paint will still show any imperfection. The paint / primer will still show any imperfection. Now, if you had to use a primer straight, you might get a better job with that, and then also maybe grit it with 1000 grit sandpaper. Might get that little plastic scratch off. You remember that scratch we did here in the very bottom? See, the paint still shows on that, but everything else, it looks superb. I mean, I'm very impressed by the results. Only thing is, I can't really get this yet because if I lock this in, then I can't lift this back off. See, what I was saying is I want to be able to fix this guy first before I lock that back in. Now, before we even lock this back in, we're going to have to put our hooks there. I painted this area here. You can see it's nice and shiny. Pretty much one solid black piece right here. See, remember this thing was all tar and dirty and everything like that. So cleaned it really well with some soap and water and a towel, hot, pretty much warm cloth, and now that's taken care of. So let's see here. Also in the bottom, I hit it a little bit more with some black spray there. You can see here. It's nice and clean. There's a little watermark spat here, but that's fine. It's not gonna be perfect, but it's enough to protect our tank. So everywhere else around, I think it should be perfect. But yeah, the only thing that bugs me now is just this guy here. You can see his other guy's flush. He's locked in, sort of. These guys here, they're good to go. But this one, I guess the tip broke off. That's why it kept on spinning off. So what we're gonna try to do is we're gonna try to, hopefully the tip didn't actually break in there. I don't think it did, but we'll find out. So let's go ahead and get that removed right now. Get that squared away. Also, we might be able to replace this one bulb here. This one right here. I'm not sure if it's an M6 or what, but if we can, we'll replace it with an Allen one. Why not, right? Unfortunately, we can't see another end, so we'll have to take it out from the top and see if we can replace that with one of our M6 Allen bolts there. Hopefully it has more thread, or more better thread that we'll be able to grip on the metal surface. So we'll find that out as well. But before we do that, let's get this one guy off and see how we can actually cross-examine him. I think what do you call that? This Loctite silicone brand didn't do too well on this because it didn't harden like I would think it would. It was just kept it really kind of sort of like squishy. The other silicone actually hardened like a crystal, almost like a hard plastic. So maybe it had a harder density or something like that ratio. But other than that, I think it's working great. New set of tools came in. Look at this. Check this out. Look at that. Now we got the whole, see, it's SEE. And then it's also hex bit. I know they all look the same to us, right? But there are certain ones that are standard, American, whatever. Allen sockets ones. And then there's the hex one. See? So we'll be able to now get both. See, you can see there they have the small version. And the hex one is on top, I believe, and it has a small version too. It has the same 5, 6, 4, and this one is actually goes in a different ways. Like here it goes. There's a 1/8 here that we need. So that 1/8 right there. So this is pretty neat. I like this, and I also like the brand here now because we had the first one and it was awesome. So we'll open this guy up to be able to utilize him as soon as we can. So let's go ahead for right now. Let's go ahead and get this guy bolt off. So it's a nice breezy morning. Little frost on the what do you call that, the lawn, but that shouldn't stop us. We're nice and cozy in here. You notice here I'm not really blowing my nose much yesterday. I apologize. It was just a lot of blowing yesterday. Head cold, but I did wake up with a little bit of shoulder cramp for whatever reason toward my right arm. I'm not sure why. That looked like my drilling arm or something, but we'll see. We'll see really what it gives. Okay, so we're gonna go and unbolt this. Probably pretty. Oh, look, that's tight. You know why it's tight? Because I actually put some of that epoxy plastic glue on there, which I guess it held the bolts a little bit, but we can drive it out. See there. Epoxy glue is just not doing us any good as far as, you know, if it was to be able to glue the bolt onto the plastic, it would be a different story. In fact, here, let me see if I can drive it. No, I can't drive it. See, it's just straight. So the only way to do this is actually drill through that metal, get some more surface grip, and then maybe we can, you know, dig it in with a power drill. I mean, a longer screw or something like that. But we'll see. We'll see what's going to be able to be possible here. First of all, I want to get this guy out. He's just spinning. He might be on the tail end of the. Okay, he's just spinning here. He's laughing at me. Try to pluck him out, actually. Wow, he's stuck in there. He's stuck pretty damn good. Let's see here. I think what made him stuck was probably the glue. I'm almost tempted to leave him alone for right now, to be honest with you. But you know me. Try to prove on what we did previously. So let's do it. Don't want to crush you, buddy. Just need to lift you up. You know, backing you out. So they're spinning my flathead. That's why I want. I think what it is the plastic hardened from underneath it, so it created like almost a lock from behind. But at least it's good to know that it won't spun out. But yeah, I don't want to scrape my aluminum here too much here. Okay. Just pop the weasel back in. Looks like it's about to come out, but let's see if I can do my finger better. Just kind of dive my nail in there as it goes. But it's not. Actually, you know what? Needle nose plier. Now I'm just sneezing a lot. Excuse me. Alright, so here we go. I hope this guy here is not going to do that much damage to us. No, he did with the broken tip there, spun off like crazy. And I didn't pay attention to the tip until I saw it this morning with you. I just thought I had the wrong drill bit in there. And it was the wrong drill bit. If it's a broken the front tip, no matter how big your center punch, well, it would matter, but you know, most likely your center punch is not going to fill in that big of a thick. Oh man, this guy is pretty much depth in there. There we go. Woo. Look at that. Kegged them on there, right? This plastic screw. Came out with the whole shebang. So yeah, he's a solid piece of metal in there still. So we gotta figure out how we're gonna drill this. We might even put this aluminum back on there still. But yeah, you can see here. This is what happens when you put some of that gunk on there. The epoxy hardens, and it actually sticks to steel, surprisingly. I didn't think it would, but it did. So it did its job, sort of. We'll just get a new screw for him. See if I can break it off to show you how thick it is. I think this is part of the plastic that was kind of filling in. Wow. Yeah, we'll definitely get a new screw for this guy. This guy's you do. So let's go and check out our screw bin. See if we have any more of those shorties. In fact, we might even go with a long one. I think he might be the last. Well, here's one more shorty here. So we'll probably use this guy here in replacement of this guy. So, but let's go ahead and try center punches again and drill a hole straight. If we can do it while it's in here like this, we might not have too big of a worry. See that? We could probably fit our center punch in here. So you can see here, I wish I could show you, but it's solid metal all the way down. I can't see it either, but it's there. Let's see if we have that light still. I don't think this light will be strong enough to get in there, but let's see. No, it's covered with plastic tartar. Oh man, I see something on the bottom. It's sort of like showing a little bit of metal. We'll try to center punch this, and that still doesn't come off. What we're gonna have to do is pretty much loosen these guys here to be able to lift this guy off the ground. The belly will drop again once more. Hopefully we don't have to mess with that side, because I don't want to really super glue this side again on this other side here. So hopefully we can just lift this guy off here without having to take this off, because again, you remember we super glued this nicely flushed already, and it would come off, but I just don't want it to, right? So one more detour. Oh, I guess I said too soon. Now I'm using a shop rack to blow my nose. Might wipe a few things off with it as well, but it's okay. Oh, keep this one in my pocket. So let's open our center punch again, and let's see what we can do. I mean, the damage is done already, but we're going to go further and see how much we can. We want really drive a screw in there. That's our ideal goal here. Excuse me. Oh. Rain or shine, thick or not, we're working on this thing until it's done. My objective was to get it working since yesterday. I mean, put on the struts and everything since yesterday, but again, this thing held it up a little bit. And so there it go. So you can feel my center punch there is hitting something. Here we go. What? See that? I can still get it, but man, it sure is. I'll make sure. So that's good to know that center punch is getting it. I know you're thinking, wow, isn't that excessive? Well, you shouldn't see it spun. Let's see. Hopefully, I'm in the same spot. Normally you can only have to do 5 really to get that center hole, but I just want to make sure I'm getting it and not elsewhere, you know? So here it goes. It looks like I'm kind of gearing toward this way more. Alright. All right, let's see if we can fit a new small drill bit with a more more centered hole. Let's see here, we have one. These guys might be able to drive through metal. Here, let's see here. See these ones, they're okay. I mean, they might work driving through the metal. There's some that are made just to drive through only certain structure. This one's so sharp right here. So sharp. He might do just a trick. We'll see. We'll see which one this one does better. They're a little bit bigger than I wanted it, but they might be what we needed actually. So let's try this out. We're gonna replace this broken one here. Again, I'm afraid that if the drill bit did break in there, I didn't know about it, then of course it's gonna leave a little bit even more, because these things are hard to drill out because they're treated. I mean, these things are strong. Well, in this case, he wasn't that strong enough. All right, let's check him out. Okay, he's a broken one, right? So let's work on with a good one. We can try the golden one first. See how this one does, or we could try this guy. Look like he has a dagger. Now be careful with these ones, because if you get too big of a hole and your screw isn't that big in diameter, then you're gonna have another problem. It's gonna fall right loose to it. So we might even have to swap it out for a fatty one if that's the case. But let's double check here real quick. See this screw here, diameter wise? We can take a caliper to it. Hey Ricky, which one drives through metal? Oh, these guys. I couldn't drill it. It kept on breaking one of them.
Yeah, we're not supposed to drill through metal.
You can't? Which one you have to drill to metal?
I just need one.
Oh, you don't have any of these? These are only what, for cement?
No, man, it's not cement. It's wood.
Only wood?
Yeah.
That sucks. All right, go Lowe's. All right. No wonder it didn't drill. Just one of it broke a little tip.
You throw it away.
Oh, you can't use it no more?
Yeah, who cares about that? I got a whole bunch of it.
All right. Do you have a metal one?
Right there, right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. Right there, right there.
I just pulled it out. Are you sure these ones wasn't?
Okay.
How do you know? How do you know they drill through metal? What do they say? Or they just look like a certain thing? None of them? Okay, you're more lucky he doesn't have. All right, so that's good to know. We were about to make a mistake and drill it to metal. That wouldn't work. So we got the center punch. So let's go and get the right drill bit for that one soon. But before we do that, let's go ahead and leave this alone for a second, and let's go ahead and mount our little chrome rocker here. So let's do that real quick. All right, let's leave this guy. In fact, we might even take this guy here to Lowe's with us and ask them, you know, for the drill bit here for the metal one, just to make sure. All right, let's try to get a chance to open our socket here. No, I don't. I really don't.
Yeah, that's fine. You can just take it into the tissue.
Oh. I thought I did. I thought the satellite we always drill. Well, we never drilled to metal, but I think if you had the metal one, it'd probably work on cement one too, right? Why don't you just make all in one like they normally do now? Oh, the metal one's more expensive? All right. Most of the time they make them all in one. Like, I'm not sure this one showed it, but here. See this one right here? Oh, go check it out. See this one right here? See, it says it's drilled to his pipe, which we did. We drill it to our handlebars, remember? So this one works. It's like a more black color or something like that. Let's see what it says on there. What makes a difference? Need something thin for a screw. Yeah. Let's check it out. All right, so this guy might drill through the metal. Let's check them out. Oh yeah, so these do look different. They look like a black color. So I guess those are the metal ones. No wonder that one didn't drill. How come you have a golden one here? Okay. So is this one for metal?
Dude, cheap metal like that, go through.
All right. All right, let's see. This is good. This is really good. So let's check out this one. This one might be the right size. We don't want to get too small or else our we're not putting machine screws in there. We're putting wood screws or plastic screws. So we want to be able to have the plastic screw sort of expand the metal a little bit as it goes in there. One-time lock deal it might be. So let's check this out. This thing might work the best right here. This guy, he's calling my name. Maybe this guy right here. All right, let's check this one out. Let's try this one. Okay, here we go. Nice cover though. This one, let's see here. Let's go back to those screws. Where was it? Seems like I got this golden one here, but I don't need the golden one. I need that silver one again. So there's a silver one, but this one's the gug one. Gotta find the one that wasn't gug. We were about to. Oh, there it is, Dottie. I had it right here laying around, for example. Alright, so let's go make sure this one here is a little bit more. Well, first of all, let me get off the vertical position for you. Okay, we're going to make sure this one here is the right drill bit for it. Again, these are made to probably drill through plastic, these screws anyway. But he said these ones actually probably drill to metal. He said cheap metal. What does he know about these Chinese scooters? Okay, here we go. Oh, is this like a lock mechanism here to hold it in? It's weird, huh? How you can just pull it out. Okay, maybe you put this on, or maybe this is it. This is your lock release there. Golly, you gotta learn how to remove their tools out too. Okay, I guess you open it up like this maybe, and they can pull it. Oh man, this is tough. I'm gonna need my needle nose pliers because my finger muscle isn't that strong today, huh? So let me go get my needle nose pliers. We had it here, didn't we? Just love how things just disappear even though you're in the same vicinity of it. Okay, we have the hole punch, we have the flathead. There he is, look, laying pretty right there. I probably am the one that put him there, so it's not his fault. He doesn't have feet that can walk on his own. Okay, so what we're gonna do is find the right one that'll fit that one. It usually tells you the size too, but we're just gonna go by eyeballs since we're not that techy. Trying to see which one gives the most bang for our dollar. This one might be afraid a little bit too big. He looks like he fits the width of it. And this one might be too small. So we're in between the two. Kind of limboing. This might work. See, they have a sharp edge too. Just this guy might work best. He's small though, but we're thinking that we can force his head eventually in there and start drilling it in there. So let's pull him out. See if I can get this guy out. Come on, buddy, I'm gonna use you. Oh man, I'm afraid because you're pulling something sharp and you pull it towards you. It's gonna have some consequence here. Oh, I think this whole thing lifts up. Let's see. Look at that. It opens like a rocket. Oh, there you go. Pulled it right out. Darn it. Golly. It's very smart, huh? It's definitely child-proof or dummy-proof. Shoot. Alright, we got him. We got the drill bit that we're looking for. And let's see if this guy does a way better trick than that. It looks like he's been used for some brick or wood or something here. A little residue on him. Just clean it out a little bit. Where's our trusty Scotch-Brite? Always been there. Usually I put him back in here. There he is. Alright, let's just clean this little bit up a little bit just to make sure he's good to go. In fact, it's good to know that we have the proper drill bit. Well, the other one would nah, we don't drill anything else to our bar except for these guys here. Alright, so here we go. take this guy down. I'm gonna put him here, okay? Well, you know what? Put him back in the bag. That way I know where I found the mask. Somewhat. Alright, we might actually use them again, so not yet, not quite yet, right, retiring that one. Okay, let's go ahead and put this drill bit in. And let me guess, I lost the drill bit. I said I was going to put it aside so I can... Where is the drill bit? You guys probably laughing at me because you guys know where I put it last, didn't you? Now I can't remember where I put it last. I don't know as I... See, they're black on black, so it's hard to see it. Darn it, I brought him out already. I was about to reach over and get this guy. We're cleaning with the Scotch-Brite already. Don't tell me I just put him back in. I'll need to... No, he's still missing. He's still missing from his slot. So somewhere along the line, I decided to give him a roll. I don't think he fell through the cracks that fast. That's what I get for trying to go and try to sort something else out while holding on to another item and losing that item. There he is, look. How do you just go about throwing things like that? My gosh. I swear to God, if I didn't work for myself, I'll be kicking myself in the butt. Okay, here we go. We got this now. We got this. Supposedly. I'm hoping, worst case scenario, this thing doesn't go crazy on us and start... Oh my gosh, that'd be horrible. Okay, I'm putting him in. Protrude him out just slightly. Gotta tighten them first, so I have to hold them. When you hold your drill bit, try not holding the cutting board side. Just there's a socket for your power drill to also feed this just like quickly, but since we don't have one here, and then when you see it coming in, then you can go and grip this part right here. Make sure you're on forward drive. You want to give it a good grip. Okay, so there we go. So we're gonna do it. This has a light too, which is really cool. But it's gonna do us no good if we can't feel that mark. I think, see that? It won't go anywhere else. I'm assuming that's a center punch mark. So here we go. Keep it straight, keep it pressured down, and then spin slowly just to make sure that it's not spinning off. There we go. This is not spinning off anymore. Just let it keep resting on there. When it goes through, you'll know. It'll just all of a sudden fall through. So we'll keep spinning it. Now I can... Yeah, the right drill bit's supposed to do the job. The wrong drill bit, you won't have a job. You want to wear safety glasses, by the way, just in case the drill bit flicks off and breaks. You don't want to ricochet into your eyes. Oh, there, see, it went through. You got it? See there? Now, backing up is also another thing. Back up slowly. There we go. And the drill bit is still tacked in one piece. You can see the sharp edge, so nothing broke off. Thank goodness for that. That will definitely save us from having to, what do you call that? Take this whole thing off. In fact, I would love to still vacuum it, so let me do that. I'm gonna get the vacuum shop vac real quick because I'm paranoid like that. Now, if you did have this off, it wouldn't hurt to give it a good spray in there. I wish I could have or would have, but anyway, it's probably too late. So let's go ahead and put the shop vac through. We're just gonna suck whatever's in there, any gunk or anything like that. So that was it. See that? With the right drill bit, I am happy now. And this will probably be even more reinforcement because it's going directly in there. So let's see here. I think this is trying to figure out which one is suction. Okay. you, buddy. All right, now let's see. This is the final test here. See if that thing will just drill down or lock down. All right. Here we go. Where are you? Where are you? I just need your washer, really. That's it. You can see here the silicone didn't do us too good. I mean, all it did was just left a mess. It didn't harden as I expected it would harden, but I guess that's what happens. I think we had to use the other kind of silicone. I don't remember what it's called, but I kid you not, it glued my bumper. It hardened it, it allowed it to flex still, but it became more like a hard plastic versus just, you know, almost just like that's a normal silicone. It just gave us a little bit more rubber feet though, which is kind of nice, I guess, in a little bit. But it wasn't really, you know, wasn't necessary. Okay, so let's go ahead and drill our screw here. All right, let's see if we can hit that. Now, it's not going all the way. We might need a deeper screw. One of the two, right? Okay, let's see here. There we go. I feel something. Oh, shoot, it's tightening. Nice. All right, let me give it some more pressure. You can see here, it's flattening it. This is probably the one that's most tightened of all. Yeah, it's tightening. This is really good. This is what I wanted. All right, so there we go. We fixed that guy. Let's just make sure they're all in the same cross pattern. I think I might confidently go for another round since this guy's a little more tilted cross. So let's see if I don't push my luck. If it strips, then we'll know too. Okay, here we go. Almost there. Just have one more little inch turn to make it level with all the rest. Just slightly a little. Is that right? Almost a little bit more. There we go. I didn't want it to strip. Now it feels more confident. Excellent. So good. We still want to try get this guy out because we're kind of probably replacing with a nicer thread. I think he might be an M8, so we might be stuck there, but let's see what we can do. I mean, we got quite a bit of M8 bolts here as well laying around, but unfortunately, they're not that short. So let's see if we have some more shorter sets. I think we might. Let's see here what we can do. All right, thank you, Guy. You did a great job. We're gonna put you now to retire. Thank you, Cobalt. I think it's a Cobalt brand. Okay. Sure speed. Nice. It did the trick. Very much. Okay, what do you do next time? You guys ever get one of these kind of